Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, and comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. Y'all, I got a disclaimer. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know what I'm about to talk about. Y'all, I shouldn't even be giving out my social medias no more because it's starting to get annoying, y'all. So the other day on Instagram, and this is not the first time it happened, that's why I'm about to address it, because it's like, damn, in the beginning of every video, do I have to tell y'all that you could go on my page and search for years? You're never gonna find these people. Never going to find these people. None of these people are on my page. So I already archived so many pictures and stuff off my page because it's so irritating at this point. People will come to my Instagram and they'll comment like, oh my god, I think this is enemy, or oh my god, I think this is toxic, oh my god, I think... None of these people are on my page. If I don't like these people, why the fuck would I have them on my page? I didn't miss anything. I know I got a lot of posts. I don't have them on my page. When we fell out back then, if it was pictures of them on there, it's gone. So somebody did some weird, y'all, very weird. So they went through my tweets, y'all. It's no way they could have searched this person's name. For one, you hit up my cousin. Somebody hit up my cousin. Let me just say that. So you hit up my cousin. And it's no way, you don't know anybody's name. So you went through my tweets. You went through 10 years of tweets. Found a person's name that I tweeted a lot about back in the day and just assumed it was somebody from Twitter. Somebody from a Storytime. First of all, another thing, like I said, I never used to get off my Twitter at first. Before I gave off my Twitter, because I wanted something just for me, for that very reason, I never used to give out my Twitter. I finally gave out my Twitter after I went through and deleted anything that had any connection to anybody in any story. Even when I pull tweets and I post it on my stories, I go and delete it. So it's like, if you see somebody's name that I used to tweet about, and just because we don't follow each other on social media, that does not mean that this is toxic. That does not mean that this is enemy. That does not mean this is joke. That does not mean this is any fucking body. Like, this person hit the person up, hit my cousin up, talking about some, oh, I found you from Symone's Storytime. You their first boyfriend. First of all, you should have been real and been saying, oh, I found you because I went through all her damn tweets, seeing that y'all used to hang out a lot, and then I came and found you somehow on Instagram. Not say, because you did not find nobody from my story time, because I do not post names, I don't post pictures, none of that. So it's like, it's just very fucking weird. It's just annoying because it's like, how many times I gotta tell people, like, this is my real life? It's like, if I was to go, like, you hit up my cousin, so it's like, whatever. But say you hit up somebody that I never did a story time about, and that I do have beef with. You're being weird. Like, you don't think that you're weird? That is so weird. It's so annoying to where it gets you to the point. Somebody was all like, don't even address it. Yes, I'm going to address it because it's going to get me to a point to where it's not going to be fun no more. Like, if people are trying to make unnecessary drama in my life, which I don't want, it's not going to be fun no more. It's going to be irritating to tell. So, once again, you guys will never find toxic. You guys will never find these fucking people unless these people was to come out and make YouTube channels they self saying, hey, it's me, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's that person. You're never gonna find them because they're nowhere on none of my social media. So stop being weird and annoying. Like, stop. That shit is so irritating. And it's like, somebody had hit up my boy cousin before too and was all like, oh, thinking he was Joe or thinking he was enemy, whoever the hell they thought he was. They thought he was so many different people. Commenting under this man's pictures of him and his kids. Pictures of him and his girl. Pictures, just period. Commenting, oh, you must be this person. We are real fucking people. Like, I'm sorry, I cussed already, but it's just annoying. Like, it's real people. It's irritating because it's like you're being weird as hell. Like, you're being weird. Do I go search through all of your old people and now I'm commenting like, oh, who are you? Like, no, it's weird and it's fucking annoying. Like, it's so irritating. Then the same people was trying to holler at him in his DMs. Like, you think this is these people, but you want to... Once again, none of the people are on my page. Stop. It's fucking annoying. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it's like, don't get me to the point where I don't want to do it. Because when something starts to feel like a drag, or it's like, all right, it's just too much, it's like, it's annoying. Like, I was supposed to post something yesterday, a story time, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna post it. All right, but that's enough of me rambling. For the people that do love me and actually fuck with me and realize that I am a regular person and that this is my real life and not doing weird stuff like that, let's get this story on the road for y'all. So I was gonna tell a story about toxic, but I'm not no more, just because... Yeah, so let's get this show on the road because... Oh, and that's the other thing about it too. Sorry, one last thing. Why the person didn't see nothing they did was wrong? They didn't think nothing wrong of it. They gonna say I wasn't trying to be messy. Yes, you were, because you lied and said you found somebody for my story time when you didn't. It's like, that's weird. Like I said, you know, y'all be liking these stories like, how is so weird people in this world? Anyway, let's get into the story. So, this story, y'all, is about crazy. This took place back in the day. I ain't gonna say winter time zone because people gonna go on my Instagram and irritate my life. Like, so yeah, I'm not even gonna say when it took place. So yeah, it took place when it took place. So y'all, this was after the time when I found, well, not after the time, this was like after he had got out of jail. I found out about bimbo, and it was just like so much. Well, I've been knew about bimbo before he went to jail, but it was just so much stuff. Like he had got out and he was on some fuck shit. Like remember I told y'all first day out, like I have a story, like he played me his first day out when he was with the other girl. Like it was just so much stuff. So I was hot. Like something happened. What happened that exact day? I think somebody posted something, or somebody told me they seen him on somebody's snap. It was something like that, that somebody said something about it. So that same day I was mad. I hit up this tattoo man, right? Mind you, he did a different tattoo of mine. I'm not gonna say what tattoo because yeah, we just not gonna say. But he did another tattoo of mine before. So I was like, you know what? He's good. Even though when he did that tattoo, it felt like that body part was gonna fall the fuck off. But I'm like, maybe he just heavy-handed, you know? So I'm like, okay, he's cool. So I hit him up like, hey, are you busy today? I need a tattoo. I need a cover up. I need it ASAP, right? So he like, oh, I got you. Just pull up to the shop. I got a few people, but I could probably squeeze you in. Like, you know, but just come kick it at the shop all day with me. Which he used to always want me to do, like come kick it with him at the shop. Which I was just like, because for one, it's a few people you don't talk to. And tattoo men are one of them. Because if you know, you know. So I'm just like, all right, I really want this cover up. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come. So he told me he was gonna be there at this time. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Where was my car? I have no idea. Messed up somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, so I told my grandma, I'm like, can you drop me off at this tattoo shop? I'm gonna have my way home. I'll be good. So she like, all right, whatever. So she dropped me off. I end up going in there, y'all. He told me to come at a time this man was not even there. So I walk in the tattoo shop. Everybody is rude as hell. That's one thing about a lot of tattoo shops in LA. I was gonna say, but a lot of like hood tattoo shops, it be like, they be rude. Like they was rude as hell. They just looking at me. I'm like, hi, it's such and such. Let's just call him we're just gonna call him the tattoo man. So I'm like, is the tattoo man here? Like they like, no, he not here. Like he not supposed to be here for another hour. Like, and they have a whole attitude with me. Like you didn't hit him up, you didn't say nothing. I'm like, I literally was just talking to him. He told me to come in right now. So they like, oh yeah, he not supposed to be here until another hour. So I don't know what to tell you. So I'm like, all right. So I just start sitting down in a little waiting area because I got dropped off. So it's like, what am I finna do? So I'm sitting down in the waiting area. I'm calling him like, hey, you told me to come. Like, you're not even here. They saying you're going to be here in another hour. So he like, oh, no, I'm coming early. But you should never told them. They didn't know I was supposed to be coming in. Just wait for me right there. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm sitting here. I'm just waiting, right? I'm waiting. So this one guy come up to me. He like, what did you need? I could do you. Like, what you need? Which I should have went to him. But I didn't know his work. So I'm like, oh, I was trying to get a cover up. But it's cool. I already paid him a deposit. I'm lying. I'm like, I already paid him a deposit. He like, oh, well, just get your deposit back. So I'm like, oh, no, it's cool. He like, let me see what you're trying to cover up. So I show him the cover up because it was Crazy's name or whatever. So he like, oh yeah, I could cover that up. What you trying to get? So I'm like, I really don't know. I just want to cover it. It could be a freestyle. I really don't care. But so the guy, he like, oh, okay, let me tattoo you. So I'm like, no, like I'm waiting for the tattoo man. So he like, dang, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people just act like they ready to get a tattoo, but come in here playing games. And I'm just thinking like, nigga, what? I never came here for you. Like, what are you talking about? So he just talking shit. Like, he mad. And the other guy like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I only tattoo. I have an age limit. And how old are you? How old are you anyway? So I'm like, I'm the age I was. Because, you know, I don't want to get into more details no more. So I'm like, I'm the age that I was at that time. So he like, oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't tat her no way. Like, I wouldn't tat you anyway, baby girl. So don't think about coming over here because I wouldn't tat you anyway. Y'all, like I said, I was so irritated because I'm just like, I never came here for y'all. So I'm just sitting there still on my phone, just scrolling, like texting him, like, where are you? Where you at now? So the other guy, he like, all right, I'm about to get my chair ready. I'm going to just start on you. I'm going to just start. He told me I could start on you. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. Y'all, the man was literally trying to force me to get a tattoo by him. Like, he's trying to tell me like, oh, let me just start. How is one person going to start and somebody else going to finish? Like, this not threesome. Yeah, but no, it's just not making sense. Like, I'm not about to do that. Because I'm like, I'm about to have somebody just put ink on my body and then I have some messed up tattoo. Like, I'm not about to do that. Even though, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not about to do that. So he like, oh man, see, that's what I'm talking about. Let me call this nigga. He called him. He like, man, where you at? Cause she like, man, I'm trying to help you out. And she like, where are you? Like, your company is rude. I'm rude. Y'all, I was so, when I told you I felt so uncomfortable in that shop, then it was other people, mind you, the other guy, I was gonna say the big man, but yeah, the big man who was saying he would never tap me no way, so don't ever come to his chair. Okay, he was over there tatting somebody else anyway. So he was tatting this lady, and it was like, and she had like 2 guys with her and 1 other girl. So He's had her, they just laughing, like they dying laughing. They like, yeah, them youngest, all they want to do is get tattoos. They don't even know the meaning. Like, what is she getting covered up anyway? And the other guy on the phone talking shit to the boy, but he gonna turn around. He's like, looks like a nigga name. Look like a nigga name. What that damn say? So y'all, at this point, I was so irritated. I got up and left out because it was a shopping center around the corner. But mind you, he tat in a janky ass area, like in the hood. But yeah, so he was tat in the hood. So say it was off Fig, so it's like if you know, you know what I'm talking about. Like you don't know the tattoo man because there's a lot of tattoo shops over there, but he tatted off Fig, so it's like, yeah, he was in the hood. So I didn't want to go walk around over there. I'm like, damn, like I don't want to walk over here. So I ended up leaving out and I just went to go get me something to eat. Ooh, what was that pizza place called? Because that pizza place, everybody was Tumbies. Y'all remember Tumbies? I was gonna say everybody was hipped onto it and it was good. Oh, I want Tumbies now. If they still exist, I'll look later. Anyway, so I went over there and I ended up walking to the Tumbies or whatever, and I give me some pizza and I'm just sitting in there. So I'm sitting in there eating. At this point, I'm so irritated. I end up getting on the phone and I'm just talking to my homegirl like, I'm talking to my homegirl. I'm just like, girl, I'm so irritated about this tattoo shop and this, that, and that. And so she like, oh girl, like I was just about to tell you, like, come outside, like, because it's outside today. It's outside today. And mind y'all, back then, that's when I used to get into it with Crazy. I would post all our business on the internet. Like I would post like, not pictures, but I'll post, well, sometimes I'll post like stuff, like I'll just post like quotes, like I'll write in my notes and screenshot and post it, like, oh, this nigga's a chat's nigga and da da da, I'm single. Like I was one of them people. Like now you wouldn't know if I'm married, single, engaged. Like you ain't, well, you wouldn't know if I'm married or engaged, because you know. But anyway, you're not gonna really know too much. But back then I was letting people know everything. Like if they knew we was getting into it, like it was because of me. So she was like, yeah, I seen you post that. She was like, the niggas just outside, they outside. Like, girl, we gonna be outside. So I'm like, dang. So she like, girl, just come right now. Like, fuck that tattoo. And I'm like, nah, I want this off my body. Like, not off my body, but covered. I don't want to see it no more. So I'm like, I want this. Like, I was just done. Like, I'm like, I'm done with him. So I'm on the phone with her. I got my phone in my ear. Mind y'all, she's kind of talking loud. So it's like, I kind of heard the beep noise, like somebody was calling me, but I wasn't really paying attention. Y'all, the beep noise, I'm thinking at this point it was just part of the phone. I never looked down at my phone. I'm just eating my pizza and talking to her like this because I'm still trying to watch out my surroundings because, y'all, like I said, we in the hood. Well, I'm in the hood. So, yeah. So then finally, I was all like, oh, I'm so irritated. I'm done eating. I'm like, let me see where this tattoo man is at. I'm irritated as hell. Mind y'all, I probably was sitting there because I waited for my food and I ate the food and I was just wasting time and I was on the phone with her the whole time and never took my phone off my ear. So I was probably in there for like 30-40 minutes. So finally I looked down. I see I had so many missed calls from him. Y'all, so I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, hold on, girl. The tattoo man had hit me. Let me call you right back. So I'm calling him and I'm like, hello. He like, man, where you at? Like, where you at? I'm up in here waiting for you. I'm like, my bad. I ended up going to Tummy's to get me something to eat because I'm like, yo, people made me feel uncomfortable. So then the other guy, he had me on speaker, y'all. The first guy that kept talking about he want to start the tattoo, he like, ain't nobody make you feel uncomfortable. I was trying to help bro out and start your tattoo for you. Man, what the fuck is she talking about? So at this point, I'm really irritated, like, bro. So I just told him like, hey, I could just come back another time. Like, it's cool. Like, I could just come back another time. So he like, nah, don't worry about him. He just played. That's just how he is. He just an asshole. Like, come back. I hate when people try to say somebody just an asshole. Like, don't be, I don't know, like, it just be like, why are you acting like that? Anyway, so he just an asshole. Come back, he don't mean no harm, da 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 da. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm about to come. He's like, all right, I'm gonna start you right now. I'm about to get everything ready. So y'all, mind y'all, Tumbies was literally like, you walk out the shopping center, you walked on the busy street and the tattoo shop is right there. Why I leave out and I walk right into the tattoo shop? Like, I mind you, it's not like even 2 minutes away. It's not even a 2-minute walk. I walk into the tattoo shop and I come in there and then the guy who was like in the front, because it was like, they was like different like booths set up. So it was like the guy who wanted to start me, he was in the front kind of across from where you sit and wait at. And then the other big guy who was saying he would never tap me, he was right like in the middle part. And then it was one other person and then it was like a back room. So the person I was going to was in the back room. So I walk in and I didn't know where he was at because last time when he tatted me, he was sitting in somebody else's chair because he was using their shit. So I walk in and I'm just like standing there and the guy in the front, the one who wanted to start my tattoo, he's like, you're not gonna go in the back? What you just standing here for? So I was so, y'all, when I tell y'all I wanted to just leave because I was so irritated, like I was so annoyed. So I just ended up start walking to the back. Like I just walked to the back and they just laughing. It's like, man, don't pay him no mind. Like the big one, he like, don't pay him no mind because he just be playing. He playing with you. He's like, I'm not fucking playing with that girl. Y'all, how bad I wanted to pop off. And I know somebody gonna be like, girl, I would have said something. I don't know, some men actually put their hands on women, and that's not me glorifying anything, but it's the truth. So it's like, I'm not even in a car. I'm not about to put myself in a situation clapping back. I know, of course, like, still don't let the people just talk to you any type of way, but I have no way home. Like, what I'm gonna do, talk shit to him, he do something to me, and then I call a ride? Like, I still have to wait to leave. Like, you know, it's not like I could just leave right then and there. So I'm just like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, because I'm like, yeah, I know what hood we in, and y'all comfortable chatting right here, so shit, you probably from this hood, and I hear a lot about these hood men and this hood. So anyway, I'm going to the back. Why I go to the back? This nigga's tatting somebody. He's tatting somebody. So he's like, Symone, what's up? You good? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'm about to just finish up on her, and then I'm gonna be right to you. Didn't you just say? Like, didn't you just say? So I'm sitting there, I'm irritated. Mind you, it's not like I had an actual appointment anyway, and I'm just like, anyway, like, I took forever up at Tumby, so I didn't answer my phone. That's on me. So I'm sitting there, y'all. I sat there forever, for like an hour and a half. My homegirl ended up calling me again, like, girl, where you at? Oh my God, we pulled up to this one block, and all the niggas outside. They outside, girl. They outside. I'm just like, oh my God. She's like, girl, you could pick any one of them. I'm over here thinking like, damn, it's like an ice cream truck full of niggas or something. Like, you could pick from the picture, like, ooh, I want that one. I'm like, dang, the niggas is outside. But at the same time, I wasn't really boy crazy like that, because I'm like going through a breakup anyway. So I was just like, whatever. So I'm just telling her like, oh, okay, girl, I'ma come. Like, I gotta finish. Like, he about to start me right now. So she's like, you haven't even started yet? I'm like, no. She's like, oh my God. Okay, girl, hit me. Just hit me. So I'm like, all right, whatever, bye. I end up sitting there. So y'all, while I'm sitting there, I posted like a picture on Snapchat, and I posted it on Instagram. Like, I was at the tattoo shop, and I was like getting this shit off me, right? And tell me why. I just don't understand this woman. So tell me why Bimbo ended up hitting me up, and she just was like, LOL, like laughing and shit. Girl, you should get yours removed too. So I'm just not removed but covered. But anyway, y'all, why? Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just like, what's funny? Like, what's funny? I was like, you laughing. I said, but girl, I'm done. You and that weird ass, you could have that nigga. Like, tell him to stop pulling up to my house, all this other shit. And I'm trying to think, did I mention this in a story before? A little piece of this. But anyway, so she like, what do you mean pulling up to your house? So I'm like, yeah. Mind y'all, this was probably like, he barely been out of jail for like a week. So she like, what do you mean pulling up to your house? Like, she telling me like, girl, you're lying. He's still in jail, da 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 da. So I'm like, girl, what is you talking about? Like, at this point, I'm like, bitch, get off my line, because you weird as hell. Like, what do you, like, she really like trying to tell me like, girl, you're a liar. You're pathetic as hell, because you're trying to lie and make it seem like he's seeing you when he's in jail, da da da. So I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, yeah, da 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 da. So I sent her a picture, y'all, of me and him when we was together since he had been out of jail. So I sent her the picture, and I said, who has to lie? Like, who has to lie about a nigga like this? Mind y'all, it's crazy, because it's like, he was my man. But when I'm getting into it with him and we not cool, it's, you think I'm gonna lie about this nigga? Who's fighting over this nigga? And it be like, girl, you with your dumb ass. But anyway, we was talking. So she just like, wow, that's crazy, da 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 da. Like, she just, it be like weird, because it's like, girl, we're not friends. And y'all, but me back then, I had a lot of time on my hands. I used to be replying all day. Like, me and that girl could talk for a whole ass time getting into it, and I don't know why. She replied to me, and her friends would tell me like, stop replying to her. And I'm like, bitch, no. Like, I swear they would really tell me, like, because I guess she probably called him with that shit, and they probably be annoyed, like, bitch, just stop replying. I'm like, she made her match. I'm gonna reply. But anyway, me now, yeah, no. So, well, I don't put myself in situations like that anyway, because it's like situations like that, it's like, honestly, you could say I didn't put myself in situations like that, but it's like the type of person I dealt with and the type of signs I've seen, it's no way that I could have possibly thought like, it's, you know, that this person's not on some fuck shit with me. Like, so it's kind of like I was putting myself in a situation, kind of, because it's like I knew he was a weirdo. But anyway, let me finish. So anyway, I'm getting to her. I'm hot. Now I'm heated. I'm getting to her. She's getting on my nerves. So she's like, wait, so if he been out, like, where has he been? Girl, I don't know. Like, ask him, leave me the fuck alone. So y'all, why, next thing you know, I'm sitting there. He's wrapping up with the person. He's taking pictures with them and spraying their arm and shit, whatever. He taking pictures. I'm sitting there. Next thing you know, my phone started ringing. It's him. So, oh, y'all, and you know when you tell somebody, me, I'm the type of person, I never used to block people because I want to hear what you got to say. I'm going to just ignore you probably, but I don't know. y'all, now I'm gonna block you. But anyway, so I answer the phone. I'm like, what? And he's just like, so you at the tattoo shop? So you getting my name covered up? You getting my name covered up? So I'm like, who told you? Like, mind you, we don't follow each other on Instagram at this point because he used to always unfollow me for whatever weird reason. I guess so he could tell females, I don't fuck with her. I don't even follow her on Instagram. Which didn't make no sense because he'll be telling this to a female that he didn't follow on Instagram either, and he fucked with them. Like, weird. Anyway, so he always unfollowed me. So we didn't follow each other at this point, and I think my page was private at this point. So I'm like, I didn't have him on Snapchat, and I had made my Snapchat private because of all the shit and her friends and stuff. So I used to feel like, oh, if y'all gonna lurk, y'all gotta send me a request, and I'm gonna accept you, but at least I'm gonna know, like, yeah, bitch, you're watching me. So I used to make my shit private. So I'm like, who told you I'm getting tatted? Like, mind you, we did have a lot of mutual friends and knew a lot of people. And plus, I followed his mom on Instagram, too. I don't know why I didn't think about her. We followed each other. She ended up blocking me, too. But anyway, so I'm like, who told you I'm getting tatted? So he like, and you gonna tell that I was gonna say her name, Bimbo. He's like, you gonna tell that bitch Bimbo that I'm out of jail? Like, what the fuck? I told you I don't fuck with her no more. Like, I wasn't fucking with her. You accusing me of fucking with her? Because I think I did accuse him of fucking with her or something like that. Because she would tell me like she's talking to him, but it would be like, I didn't know the whole time she thinks she's just texting and on the phone with him. I'm thinking like she's actually seeing him, even though, like I said, when he had got out, it was the girl that he was on Snapchat, a whole new girl. But I'm thinking that he was still messing with old girl, but I'm not knowing that you got her thinking that you not even in this state. Like, I didn't know this. So I'm just like, oh, like, he like, and I told you I was messing with her and da 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 da, and now see, and I'm trying to make a difference first. So I'm like, well, if you're not messing with her, why you couldn't just say you're not messing with her? Why are you still talking to her and pretending that you're somewhere you're not? So he just like, man, da da da. So the tattoo man and the other girl and the girl he was doing tattoo and her homegirl, because she's sitting off to the side, they just all in my mouth. So at this point I was like, yeah, look, I'm at the tattoo shop, I ain't finna talk to you. So he like, you better not get my name covered up, da da da. I'm like, yeah, bitch, bye. So I hang up. So finally I get in the chair. He like, what do you want to get? I'm like, I don't know. I'm heated at this point because I don't know if he got off the phone and called the bitch back and told her. I don't know, because it was like, now she hitting me up. So I'm irritated because I'm getting into it with them. I'm sweating like a fucking pig. I don't know. I was gonna say like a goat. That just sound cool, sweating like a goat. I don't know if goats sweat, but I don't know. But anyway, I was sweating like a goat. So I'm irritated, right? I'm just like, all right, just tap me up. I don't care. So I put my arm up on the table, y'all, and I'm like, just do my tattoo. You could freestyle. So this is what I told him. So he's like, okay, freestyle, but you got something in mind? Should have went to the other guy. So he like, you got something in mind? Y'all, oh boy, walk in looking mad as hell and doing his eyebrows like the can I do it still? Yeah, I could. Okay, doing his eyebrows like that, like just looking mad. He walk in, he like, what you finna put on her? So he like, I don't know, she told me I could freestyle, I'm trying to see. So he walk over there, he gonna lift my arm up and look, all right, maybe you could do like a whole little flower scheme or something like that. You could probably put some butterflies, which I liked his idea. But mind you, oh boy told me a price already to cover it up. And I guess he probably thought like, dang, that's gonna be too much work for the price I told her. So she gonna get what I'm finna give her. And plus he wanted to leave. Like, he really was ready to go. So he like, oh, like, dang, that wouldn't take me that long. He like, bro, that would work. And I was like, I don't know, like, I really don't care. So I'm like, maybe like a lipstick, put in like some lips with the lipstick putting on there. Like, y'all have seen tattoos like that where it's like the lips and it's like the lipstick on the lips, like on the lips like that, like, yeah. So I'm like, something like that. So he's like, all right, I was like, but you could freestyle. I was like, but I want color too, and just make it cute, right? I'm sitting there getting a tattoo done, still arguing, going back and forth. Now he texted me like, wow, I can't believe you. I'm trying to change for you. Bitch, how are you changing for me, but you're still talking to this girl? You're lying to her for some other reason. I have no idea why you're lying to her, but you still dealing with her. So no. So I'm getting into it with him. My homegirl blowing me up. Girl, are you almost done? So I'm like, I'm almost done. He like, yeah, tell her you almost done. I work fast. I work fast. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So now I'm like just chilling. I put my phone down because I'm like, let me chill, because he was like, you keep moving. So I'm like, I'm gonna put my phone down, chill. So we talking. He just like, yeah, like, you, that's why you shouldn't get no nickname. Like, you know how many times I gotta cover up? Like, I'm good at cover ups. That's my specialty. My specialty is covering up all this stuff. He just telling me, right? So we just talking back and forth. He like, when we gonna kick it? When we gonna hang out? When we gonna do this and that? When we gonna go on a date? When we gonna, nigga, you see I'm going through with somebody. Why do you want to talk to me? But yeah, so I'm just like, I don't know. We gonna see. So he like, yeah, you still need a ride home? So I'm like, I'm gonna see. So he like, yeah, afterwards I'm gonna clean up, I'll get you a ride. He's like, so I'm finished, because I told him I wasn't gonna look at it. I wanted him to surprise me. Yeah. So anyway, he finished the tattoo. He was like, oh, this shit hard as fuck. Oh my God, for a freestyle, he didn't print nothing out. Mind y'all, he didn't print nothing from the computer and like put it on my arm, nothing. He freestyle. He like, for a freestyle, oh, this shit hard. I did that. Oh my God, watch when you see this shit. Watch when you see this shit. And I'm like, okay. So he's spraying it, wiping it down, So he taking a picture. He like, watch when you see this. Oh my God. So he like, make sure you tag me. Make sure you post this and you tag me, because I know they finna come. I know they finna come and tell them it's a cover up, because they will never think, like, you can't even see the man, because mind y'all, I had showed him my other cover up, because I used to have Joe name, so I showed him my cover up of my other cover up that I had, and he was like, yeah, like, oh, like, they didn't do a good job, da 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 da, like, anyway, so he like, yeah, make sure you tag me. So I ain't see the tattoo yet. I'm like, oh, let me see. He's still taking his pictures, arm like this. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, like, this looks so cute. I ain't seen it yet. Why, next thing you know, he like, go ahead and look at it. So he spin me around, because it was a mirror this way, but I was facing the opposite way, because mind you, I said I didn't want to see it until it was done. He spin me around to the mirror, y'all, and I seen this. What? All right, let's talk about it, because everybody always asks me about this tattoo, like I said. Anyway, so I spin around. I was like, y'all don't understand. I was like, my mouth dropped, and he was like, you love it, huh? And I was just like, I don't, maybe like it gotta heal or something. I'm like, I don't know, like, why did you put all these colors in here? Like, I was really just asking so many questions. He like, so you don't like it? He's like, well, if you don't like it, like, I could switch it up when it heal. You could come back when it heal, and I could add like more colors or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, maybe it just gotta heal or something like that. He was like, yeah, because the color's gonna come out good, like, I could just fix it. So look, y'all, because I said pink and something like that, and he was like, okay, why did you give me a Gusher's lip with some strange teeth, and why is it the mouth open? Like, it's a Gusher splatter. It's blue, it's green, blue, and some purple right here. The lipstick looked like a damn knife. What is this pokey part? You can still see the cover up. Like, y'all see that this is where the cover up was. I didn't need you to do all of this. I literally did not need you to do all of this. I should have just got the fucking flowers, man. When I tell y'all I was so mad, just so having my homegirl call me like, hey, you still at that tattoo shop? Because we right up the street. So I'm like, oh yeah, come pick me up. So I'm like, I'm about to go. My homegirl about to pick me up. So he like, all right, don't forget to tag me. Don't forget to tag me. I'm gonna send you these pictures. You could tag me. Right. So I ended up hopping in the car with them. He wrapped my arm up. He wrapped with the saran wrap and like some paper towels or whatever. I hop in the car with them. They're like, can we see your tattoo? I'm like, oh no, it's wrapped. No, I'm like, he'll send me pictures. I'm gonna show y'all. So they're like, all right, let's go. Like, let's go to where we're finna go, right? So we end up pulling up to this one girl house. No, first before we put up to her house, we did go get something to eat. They was like, let's get something to eat. We went to Taco Bell. We twerking in the drive-thru, y'all, recording videos. It's just so happened. Okay, look, this is how it's funny how it happened. So everywhere we go, I was one of them red light hop out and twerk friends, right? That's how a lot of my friends was. So we pull up to Taco Bell. We in a line and we hop out. Mind just like 2 cars in front of us before we could order. So we hop out and y'all, we hop out and we over here twerking. I don't know why we twerking to work. Yeah, but anyway, we over here, we twerking and we like dancing on each other, like, hey, like, and like grinding on each other. We just dancing, we having a good time. We in the parking lot, in the drive-thru of Taco Bell. So this boy, mind you, now we in a whole different hood, and we kind of was, no, we used to do this everywhere, but anyway, we didn't expect to see people. So it's some guys in the car behind us. They windows tinted the hell up. We couldn't see nothing, who they was, nothing. So they hop out. The boy, he was like, damn, okay. So he hop out and he start getting behind my homegirl and like, you know, trying to dance with her. So she dancing on him like, okay. And I'm like, fuck it up, friend. I'm holding her and she just like working him or whatever. So this other homeboy hop out like, oh, let me get up in that. So now the person that's driving the car, she hop out, they recording. We just all like dancing and stuff with these random ass dudes, right? It's 2 of them. So then they was all like, oh, what y'all about to do? Like, what y'all doing? So we like, we finna get some food. It's just in traffic. Like, what y'all on? So they like, oh, okay, y'all want to kick it with us tonight? Like, we could get a bottle, da-da-da-da. Like, y'all already about to get some food. But like, yeah, we could get a bottle. We could chill. We could have a good time. We got some tree, da-da-da-da. So they like, all right, cool. Like, we gonna kick it with y'all. So I'm like, you ain't gotta ask me. My thing, well, back then, now you most definitely have to ask me. Back then, I just didn't care. Shit, I don't want to be at home. So I used to be like, shit, all right, whatever. So she like, all right, we gonna kick it with them. Whatever. So we hop back in the car, we get our food, and they was all like, give us y'all numbers. So we gave them our numbers, but we told them we was gonna go by the house real quick. So they was like, all right, he gave my homegirl, the driver gave my homegirl his number, And she texted them whatever, and we was like, we gonna go out of the house real quick and then we gonna pull up on y'all. So they left. We ended up going to the girl house that was driving. It was 2 girls, mind you, they don't really need no names. So it was 2 girls in the front seat and then me and my homegirl in the back. So we ended up going to the girl house or whatever. Y'all, when we went in her house, we getting dressed, not getting dressed, well, the girl who lived there, she getting dressed and stuff, and we still just freshening up and just chilling. We already had a bottle, so we just passing around drink. I don't know why I was getting so drunk to go deal with some guys we don't know, but anyway, we so faded, like we getting faded. So finally, I don't know if we was sitting around for so long, so the boy, he was all like, how many of it is y'all? Like, how many of it is y'all? Because I could call some more homies. So she told him like, oh, it's 4 of us, da da da. So he like, okay, I'm gonna call some homies to come through. He was all like, but my house be kind of like the spot, so it might be more people there, but don't worry about it. Like, I'm gonna make sure y'all comfortable. If y'all not comfortable, I'll kick them out, all this other stuff. So they was like, y'all good? I'm like, all right, we cool. Like, we all watching each other, like we all good. If anybody feel uncomfortable, like let's let each other know. So we're like, all right, cool. So we end up going to go pull up on them, right? They give us their address. We go pull up on them, which they didn't give us their address. They gave us like a whole different address, and we was really like on the street, y'all. And they was like some paranoid, which makes sense because we pulled up directly in their hood. So they like, what happened? Oh yeah, so when we pull up, he like, let me know if this y'all in this car right here, cause the homies on this car right here that's driving slow as hell up the block. So she like, oh yeah, that's us, that's us. So he like, oh, okay, all right, come pull up here, come pull up here. Mind you, we was driving slow and like stopped kind of because he gave us an address that wasn't their address. So we end up pulling down. He come in the middle of the street. He like, come down here, come down here. So we end up parking. He's like, yeah, y'all can block the driveway. So we parked, we blocked the driveway. Like, they parked the drive on the street, whatever. So we end up going in the house, y'all. It was most definitely like the spot. So we up in there, we just kicking it, and we end up going into this one room where it was just us up in there, but it was just the 2 boys still. So he like, yeah, my homeboy's about to come or whatever, and all this other stuff. So we sitting down, we like, all right, they finna come, and da 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 da. So one girl, she was like, wait, I know you. And she was like, yeah. He was like, oh, you know me? You know me? So she was like, yeah, I know you. He was like, yeah, baby, I'm hood famous. I'm worldwide famous. I'm real big crippin' out here. I'm da 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 da. Yeah, everybody know me, baby. Like da da da. He just real cocky with it. So she like, no, like I know you because my ninja be cool with you. Like one of, like, not her man, but like one of her mans. She was like, it's cool with you. She like, I seen him when he pulled up on me before you was in the car with him. So he like, who your nigga? So she like, da 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 da. He like, that's crazy because why I just told her to pull up. So she like, oh, you told him to pull up? What the fuck? So let me find out, da 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 da. Let me find out that he was finna come pull up on some bitches, da da. So he like, man, don't do that. Like, y'all don't do that tonight. This ain't that. So she like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, that's just my boo. Like, you know, that's just blah blah blah. So he like, all right, like everything cool. So we sitting there, we talking. So she like something, so we talking. So the other homegirl, the niggas, they like rolling up and stuff. The girl who was telling him like, oh, she was with his boo. So she like, who your boo? Like, who is he? So she was all like, oh girl, you don't know him, but he drives, let's just say, a red BMW. So she like, he drives a red BMW. So y'all, you know when you insecure about some shit, anything, it could be like, oh, he got a black hoodie. He'd be like, bitch, my man has a black hoodie. Where you getting at? Like, so she was like, he drive a red BMW. So I was on my phone, but I look, I'm like, a red BMW? I was like, how he look? I was about to say the skin color the boy was, but I ain't finna say it, cause yeah, cause people do too much. But anyway, so I'm like, and she was like, girl, yeah, like, you know him or something? So I was like, I'm thinking. So I'm like, is his name such and such? So she said like a hood name. So I'm just like, nah, that's not him. Like, that's not him or whatever. So she like, oh, okay, girl, that's crazy. Like, these niggas be for everybody, da da da. It wouldn't be no bad blood anyway, because these niggas be for everybody. I'm like, yeah. So then my homegirl like, no, but that's her, like, she's speaking on her nigga, like, that's her man, that's her boyfriend, but they just broke up. Fuck these niggas, right? Fuck these niggas. And I'm like, right, fuck these niggas, da da da. And she's like, oh, okay, well, that's crazy, but at least it ain't the same person. We not talking about the same person, right? So we sitting there, we drinking. Next you know, he's like, okay, the homie's here, I'm about to go get them real quick. So he go outside, right, one of the boys. He come back in the house, he walking in the house. Y'all, I'm listening to them talking when they walking up, and I just hear a voice, and I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. Mind you, me and Crazy, we was texting back and forth, and he ended up stopped texting me. He was like, I'm finna go to sleep, da da da, right? So I hear a voice, and I'm like, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. We drinking with them. So we laughing with talking with the other boys. So y'all, the other boy busts back in the room. He was like, yeah, I want y'all to meet my homeboys, da 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 da. Y'all, why Crazy was one of the niggas? So I'm like, what? Like, crazy, he was one of them. So when he walked in, my heart started beating fast, my hands started sweating, and I was like, hold up, hold up, because he literally just told her, like, oh, when she said, oh, you be with the boy she talked to, he literally just told her, oh, I just called him, he finna come over here. And Crazy walked through the door, and then you just said it was the same person's name. So I'm like, hold up. So he walked through the door, and he was like, cuz. So I'm thinking like, yep, he fucked with this. He caught up. Like, I was just so irritated. So then she stood up and she started walking over to give old boy a hug. So I'm sitting down looking like, who she finna go hug? But y'all, why she didn't hug Crazy? It wasn't him. It was not him, the same person. They just had the same car. And I was just like, oh, okay. I felt so embarrassed. So anyway, like, he ended up walking up. He coming over there. And he was like, what you doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I thought you were supposed to go to sleep. And he was like, man, I knew you was here. Like, they told me you was here or whatever. I said, who told you I was here? Because who the fuck know that we know each other? Like, come on now. Like, you're not making no sense. And mind y'all, this ain't even your hood that we in. This is a whole different hood. So he like, oh, they told me you was here. He like, man, shut up. So they like, dang. The boy like, dang, everybody knows somebody already. Like, damn. He was like, I thought I was the famous crib. Like, dang, but y'all already know everybody here. So we just all laughing and stuff like that. So Crazy's like, let me see your little weak ass tattoo. And he gonna lift my arm up. And I was like, I'm not unwrapping it. Yo, I was not gonna unwrap this. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not unwrapping it. So we just talking and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, I wasn't even finna be here. So, oh, you was finna kick it with niggas? Like, oh, that's what you was on? Da, 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 da. So I started playing stupid like him. I said, I knew you was finna come. So he like, oh, okay, how you knew I was gonna come? I said, cause I see you with them. He gonna say, you ain't never seen me a day in your life. He was like, these ain't even my homeboys. Like, this the bro homeboys. Like, I'm really just kind of getting in with them. So I'm dying laughing. Like, now we just laughing in each other's face. Like, we really laughing. Cause I swear, it'll be times where we be like, he plays stupid, I'm gonna play stupid too. And then we really be looking at each other like, you got me fucked up. Like, you really think I'm dumb? And we'll really just be laughing on some, damn. Like, we really just sit here lying to each other. And I don't know why it would be so funny, but after a while, his funny would turn into that serious look. And it would be like, so why are you here? Yeah, so anyway, so we laughing. So he's like, come outside with me real quick. Come outside with me real quick. So I'm like, no, I'm not coming outside with you. Mind you, I'm drunk. I'm not coming outside with you. So he like, just come outside with me real quick. So she like, girl, my homegirl like, girl, go outside with him real quick. Just go outside. So I go outside with him real quick. And he was like, yeah, like I was finna go to sleep, but we finna go make some money. I'm not even here on that. Like he said he finna pull up on some girls. Like I'm here because we about to talk some money and stuff like that. So what you doing here? Like, what are you doing here? Now I'm just still laughing like, well, da-da-da-da. Like, and it was getting serious now. Like he like, no. For real. So I'm like, oh, honestly, I did know you was gonna come, like, because the homegirl said that her man talked to one guy, and I knew you be cool with him, because mind you, he came with the dude that he be cool with. So I'm like, I just knew. So he just, I know he wasn't believing that, but it was just like, whatever. So he like, all right, like, let's go home. Like, let's go to my house. So I'm like, no, I'm out with my homegirls tonight. Like, I'm not going out with you. Like, I'm done. We single, da-da-da-da. All this other stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah. So he like, all right, well, we finna go. So I'm like, I thought y'all was finna go make some money. Y'all, what my dumb ass do? Go in the house. All right, y'all, I'm finna leave. I went in the house. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm finna go. And y'all, I'm not that homegirl that's finna leave if my man called. No, if we having a good time, he gonna have to wait till 2 a.m. when the club is over with. And if we not going to Denny's afterwards. Y'all, I'm not that friend, so don't think that. But in this situation, we really was just kicking with people. And just so happened the person that I'm gonna end up talking to, obviously, is the person that I already talked to. Well, sort of, kind of, but I'm like, I'm finna go. So I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm finna go. So they're like, all right, friend, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. Bye, y'all. So I end up getting in the car with him and we left. We go to his house. Y'all, oh my God. It used to be crazy because, like, when we get into it and I used to bash him on Instagram and I'll end up walking through that door, that mama used to be looking like, she used to be so irritated and it would be funny, y'all. After a while, at first I used to be embarrassed and shy, like, give me a hoodie, like give me something out the house because I'm just gonna walk straight to your room, like I don't want to see nobody. But he used to be messy as hell too, because when I would do stuff like that, he'd be like, Mom, that's Symone. And he'd be like, bro, you're weird. So anyway, at one point I didn't care no more because she started getting too much in our relationship and being messy her damn self. So it would kind of be funny to me, like, yep, it's me, the girl that you said should leave you. Because she really used to get at me, like, y'all, she really used to come at me like if I was bothering her son, like it was me, like you know where they be like the villain, the real villain, like I was the real villain in her eyes. Like I was messing with her son, I was irritating him, I got him acting funny, I got him doing crazy shit. Like it was me, like it was me, like no telling what you're doing. And that's only because y'all, and that's a story time I gotta tell y'all. Back then it was this rapper, I ain't gonna say who, but it was an Atlanta rapper, like a big rapper, y'all. And he was, y'all, slid it, and I had sent the messages where about getting flown out, but I didn't end up going, like the person ended up coming here. But I sent it a screenshot to her like, girl, ain't nobody worried about your son, because I can really talk to real niggas. So his mama really didn't like me after a while, but that's because she used to get at me crazy. She used to make it seem like I was just this desperate ass bitch that wouldn't leave her son alone and he hates me or something. So I had sent that to her, the screenshot of DM, like, girl, do you see who that is? Your son love him. Like, I could really put real ones out here. I ain't nobody fuck with your weird ass son. Why would I send his mama a screenshot? Like, y'all, I was too proud. I was too proud of that shit. I sent it to damn near everybody. Like, bimbo, bitch, please, I don't gotta put that weird ass nigga. Do you see? His favorite rapper is in my DM, y'all. Anyway, so let me finish the story. Well, it wasn't his favorite rapper, but anyway, only reason why I had to make that clear was his favorite rapper because sometimes, well, never mind. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so yeah, so we ended up going in the house. His mom looked irritated as hell. She didn't say shit to me. I didn't say shit to her. And I know y'all probably thinking like, damn, you rude. You going to somebody's house and not saying shit. But it would be times where I would still speak to her and she wouldn't say nothing back to me. So I just didn't say nothing back to her. Like, I just didn't say nothing to her. If she would have spoke to me, I would have said hi. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird situation. So anyway, I ended up going inside the house or whatever. And we go in the room. So we in the room and he just like, yeah, like, you really dumb. Like, you're really dumb. You really be letting that bitch bimbo get to your head. Like, I don't fuck with her, da da da. He's always said his little weird shit. He's like, that bitch bimbo is not hot like she thinks she is. Like, she's not hot. He's like, she not like hot, like cute. Like, yeah, that's what he meant though. He used to be like, she not like the shit. Like, she's not a bad bitch like that. Like, she not even all that. Like, look at her right here. Look at her right here. And would be showing me pictures and I'd be like, bro, you're weird as fuck. And that's how we would start getting into an argument, which I wouldn't disrespect their house. So it's like, we wouldn't really get into it there like that. But he would most definitely disrespect my grandparents' house. But anyway, but it's not like they would know because my room was way in the back. So they didn't really hear. Anyway. So I just be like, you're weird. You're weird. He be like, no, I'm just letting you know. Like, that bitch really thinks she's that and it's not that. Like, she's not that. Da 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 da. Blah, 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 blah. Like, he'll just talk so much shit. He'll just be weird, like, and I was just like, okay, whatever. So he like, yeah, I don't fuck with her, da 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 da, all this other shit. So now I'm kind of stupid and I'm like, well, he did have everything, but it was still fuck him. At this point, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm cool. But anyway, so y'all, he ended up pulling off the thing, y'all. He see this weak ass tattoo, he start dying laughing. He said, that's what you get for being thirsty, trying to cover my shit if you got a weak ass tattoo. I was so sad about this tattoo, y'all. When I tell y'all, so many people used to be like, girl, what the fuck is that? Like, and really used to just hurt my heart. I used to wear long sleeves. Sometimes I used to put makeup over it. It was just horrible, y'all. Horrible. My arms is hairy as hell right now, so anyway. But yeah, so I was at his house or whatever. I ended up spending the night. So y'all, the homegirl ended up calling me and she was just like how they ended up going to the strip club with the niggas and they was throwing all this money and now they about to go get a penthouse suite to go sleep at that night. And she was like, girl, you should come back, leave from crazy. Mind y'all, I got the phone to my ear, but it's loud, so I'm over here trying to cut her down like, hold on, girl, hold on. She know, girl, you need to leave from crazy because I got another homeboy with money, bitch, and da-da-da-da-da. These ain't even crazy homeboys, girl, so you ain't even got it. And I'm like, girl, hold on. It's like it would not cut down. Like, it seemed like every time I tried to cut it down, it was not cutting down. He like, what the fuck, y'all? It was just so funny. So he like, oh, you want to go back over there with them niggas? And I'm like, nah, I'm not worried about them. Like, but I didn't end up going, of course, because how I look, all right, crazy, peace out. Can you give me a ride back to them other niggas? Like, can you give me a ride back to them other niggas? Y'all, so I didn't end up going over there or whatever. I ended up staying at his house, y'all, and y'all, it's like, I don't know. That relationship was fucking weird. I mean, like, I always say it was weird as hell, but I ended up staying at his house, but y'all, we did end up kicking it with them niggas. We ended up kicking with them though, because I told her like, oh girl, I'm gonna stay the night at Crazy House, like we good, like everything just straight over here. She's like, girl, fucking crazy, he's fucking weird, girl. And why no? Why the one homegirl when he walked in, she over here, let me talk regular. She like, the one homegirl when he walked in was telling me like, oh, he used to fuck with her little sister and da 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 da. And I'm like, wait, who her sister? Like, you know, at this point, she's like, girl, I'm gonna tell you later. Y'all. So I'm just over here like, tell me now. You already done screamed in my ear about how I should come back. The fuck, might as well tell me. So she's like, no, I'm gonna tell you later. All right, girl, we finna go by. We just left the strip club. Girl, these niggas like money. So do you hear the other boy in the background? Yeah, tell her, yeah, fly crib. We got real money over here. Tell her to come back to the fly cribs. Da da da. We really got money over here. Famous cribs over here. We finna go back to the strip club later tomorrow. She come through to the strip club and give y'all some money to throw. Y'all keep some for y'allself. I already know how y'all do. When you give somebody some money, no, he didn't say somebody. He said when you give a bitch some money to throw at the strip club, she pockets some and throw some, but it's all good. I got all the money in the world. I'm fly cripping over here. I'm just over here like, she like, you heard that? hold on, she didn't hear you here. And I'm like, I heard the girl. The fuck? I'm like, the phone loud as hell. I'm over here trying to stand in the corner of the room. His room was not that big. I'm over here, but he's just looking at me like, like, bitch, my mama was right about you. But anyway, y'all, so I ended up spending the night at his house, and everything was cool that night before, but the next night, he had me fucked up, like, it was the next day. Well, that's a whole different story time, y'all. That's a whole different story time, because I ended up, like I said, kicking it with them. Me and him ended up getting into it bad, but I could tell y'all that, though. Like, me and him got into it so bad the next day, because, y'all, I used to be a go-through-a-phoner. I'm not even gonna lie. So, when he was asleep, he used to put his phone underneath his pillow at his house. So I was laying there, right? And I'm laying there, I couldn't sleep because God will wake me up in the middle of the night, so I go through his phone. I feel like, because why? I just randomly wake up. So I'm laying there, I'm asleep. His house making those noises because their batteries need to be changed. It's crazy because I thought his house had like some type of gas leak or something. And I was like, damn, I'm really risking my life to be over here. I didn't know that's what that meant. So I'm over here, I'm asleep, laying down, and I woke up in the middle of the night, just like woke up. It was like, you ever wake up and your eyes just pop open and be like, damn, why I wake up like that? So I woke up, I'm just laying there in the middle of the night. I cut the TV on, I couldn't go to sleep. So when I laid back down, I felt something like under my head. So I'm thinking like, oh, his phone must have went under my pillow. Y'all, why I go under the pillow? Because it was kind of uncomfortable. He needed new pillows. I go under the pillow, it's kind of uncomfortable. Why is a glizzy under my pillow? Why the fuck would you put a glizzy under my pillow? Why would you put the... So before I was going to wake him up and cuss him out about that, I went through his phone and I ended up seeing... It was so... So the girl that which I have a story time about, that girl that my homegirl told me when he was on Snapchat, when he had first got out of jail. Yeah, oh my God, that had me fucked up. She was so weird, girl, y'all. She caught me in public and didn't do shit, didn't do a damn thing. And I didn't even know who she was, y'all. I didn't know it was her because her page was private and she used to take pictures like covering her face a lot. And I didn't know it was her. That's a whole nother story. I don't need to talk about that right now. But anyway, so I had just seen a whole bunch of stuff they was talking about and all this other stuff. And he telling her like, oh, I don't fuck with her no more. And she just talking shit about me. That bitch was talking so much shit. Like, all they used to talk about my eyes. Maybe when I used to have like less weight on me, my eyes was bigger or something. I don't know. Probably how we're like, well, I'm wearing short lashes now. I don't know. They used to talk so much shit and he just LOL, no, I don't fuck with her no more. Like, he was really, so it made me so mad. So I ended up waking him up. Like, I shook him like this. Like, y'all ever see that video where it's like this bed alarm and it's a little boy laying in the bed and it starts shaking aggressively? I really start shaking him. I'm like shaking him so hard. So he woke up. He like, what is you doing? What is you shaking me for? So I'm like, I didn't tell him about the girl though. Cause you know, you don't want to blow your cover like I went through your phone. So I tell him, I'm like, why the fuck do you got a glizzy under my pillow? Like, I'm going, he like, man, he just laughing thinking it's so funny. And I'm just thinking like, what if this shit would have went off or anything? I mean, it's not like it's facing straight up, but still, like, you had this shit underneath my pillow. Like, why under my pillow? He gonna say, why would I put it under my pillow? That's what I should have known. Like, why do you talk to this man? When he talking about why would he put it under, he gonna say, I always put it under that pillow. Like, nobody be in the bed. If you not in the bed, nobody in my bed, so I always put it under that pillow. You just so happen to be sleeping under that pillow. Like, if somebody come in the house, I could reach it. That's where I know it's at. So it's easier for me to just remember if I'm sleeping here something, if I gotta grab it, I wouldn't think to grab it from under my pillow. So I just keep it under that pillow. But I'm like, I was just we really had a whole debate about this shit. And then y'all, the next day I lied and told him, like, in the morning, I was like, oh, I want to go home. Like, I'm ready to go. And he's like, why? And I lied and told him, like, oh, the girl hit me up and sent me their messages and he was laughing when she called me a big eye bitch. Like, y'all. But anyway, that's a whole different story. And I'll tell y'all that story when I tell y'all that story. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, if you do follow me on social media, please do not be weird. I'm still a hermit. My sister be saying it like that. But I'm still a regular person and it really is draining and annoying. When it's like, damn, just watch the videos and enjoy them. Like, it's nothing you're going to see there. Like I said, before I even start doing videos, I went through and deleted everything because, like I said, I don't like unnecessary drama no more. And yeah, so it's like, stop being fucking weird. Like, please, stop being fucking weird. Because, yeah, I love what I do, but I don't want it to get to a point to where I don't like it anymore. I'm just saying. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it for this story. I got to edit. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I still love y'all, though. So, yeah, but I'll see y'all in my next video.